Good morning. I told you yesterday that I was going to show you strategy number 2 for finding the total surface area of a composite object. So we're going to do that. Now, in the last video, I showed you how I did this the first time by subtracting overlap in the beginning. So let's just review. This is the overlap, and we know that it's 2 rectangles. Tomorrow I'm going to start wearing rings so that I can be fancy and jazz this up. All right, remember I call this part A. I call this one part B. So let's just go ahead and still do that. This time though, we're gonna do the whole thing, okay? So we're not gonna subtract at the beginning, we're gonna subtract the overlap at the end, and I'm gonna show you why some of you might like that strategy. Okay, so we're still gonna go with my old front, back, because those two sides are the same, top, bottom, those two sides are the same, and then the sides. We're still gonna do that, that won't change. And we know that the formula to find area of a rectangle is length times width. So here we're gonna go 2 times 1 times 2 sides, and we get 4 centimeters squared. And here the top bottom, here's the bottom, is 5 by 3. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong one. Here, 2 by 1 and 2 sides, so we got 4 centimeters squared again. Okay, and then the sides over here in the little one, part A, are 1 by 1. They're actually squares, so 1 squared times 2, and we get 2 centimeters squared. So 4 and 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10 centimeters squared. And we're going to circle that, remember, so that we remember to add that. Now we're going to do part B. Part B, big rectangle down here. We got a front, back, we got a top, bottom, that are the same, and then the sides again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. Okay, the front of this thing is 5 by 2. And there are 2 sides, so we're going to get 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 times 2 is 20. Sorry, someone just came to the door and I was trying to tell them to shh. Okay, the top, bottom, the top is 5 by 3 this time. 5 times 3 times 2. Note to self, shut my door when I'm videotaping. Okay, and now we're going to do the sides, and the sides are 3 by 2, and there are 2 of them, and that gives us 12 centimeters squared. Okay, so when we add all that up together, 20 plus 30 is 50, and then we get 62. And again, we're going to circle that. And so remember, total surface area, we're going to add those two together, and we get 72 centimeters squared. Now, we did not take care of the overlap, so we're going to do the overlap separately, okay? So up here in the corner, I'm going to say this is where my overlap is. Okay, and we already determined that our overlap is a rectangle, and there are 2 of them, the bottom of this and where it sits on top of the bigger rectangle. So that takes up 2. So it's a rectangle, so we're going to go length times width. It's 2 by 1, and it's times 2 because there are 2 of them. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4 centimeters squared. Now, we're not going to add that. We have to take that away. Okay, so this is the second strategy. So we could take 72 centimeters, and we could take 4 centimeters squared away, and we're going to get 68 centimeters squared. Okay, which is exactly what we got in the last video, right? But we just came at it a little bit differently. Now, some of you might like this way better, and I'm going to tell you when that strategy might come in a little bit handy. I'm just going to flash over to the textbook, which I'm going to send you a PDF copy of. Okay, is when we get to a question like this, right? Because if we just didn't do the top and bottom of the cylinder, we're still not taking care of the whole overlap, because there's 2 here and there's 2 here. There's 4 circles that we have to take care of in an overlap. So this strategy here might help out. And don't worry right now if you don't understand that completely. We're going to get to that after. All right. Talk to you later.